poprzednim odcinku.
Nie będę się... Nie schlam się tylko po to, żeby... Nie. Bez przesady.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Nice. I zaczynamy, moi drodzy. Dobra. Charakter. Do czego mi brakuje jednego? Do levelu. No proszę. Science, Erudition, Linguistics. No tak, bo tak to zaplanowałem rzeczywiście, żeby tu weszło, nie? Dobra, to w co potem możemy pakować? Punkciki. Definitywnie w Politics. Etykieta. Erudition. Erudition wpływa na co? Benefit from a sound cultural background, regards geography and history. Fuck. W rozmowach to jest ważne, nie? Niech będzie manipulacja. I jedziemy z kolejnym questem. To trudne. Zawsze wybór tych wszystkich umiejętności jest trudny. Biuro Lorda Mortimera. 22 stycznia 1793 roku. The Council.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. However, there may be some new developments, but I don't know if they are linked to your mother. We have found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. I'm afraid she was brutally murdered, stabbed several times.
Who could have done it?
That is precisely what I would like you to help us determine, Louis. Duchess Hillsborough informed us that she accompanied you at the beginning of the evening. You apparently bumped into Miss Adams, who wanted to speak to you. We are told you turned her away, and she went away on her own.
That's correct.
Do you know what she wanted to see you about, by any chance?
Nie mam pojęcia.
Not in the least.
Znaczy mam, bo byłem tam, ale...
Pity. The poor child was probably trying to find help.
I thought it could wait until tomorrow.
Apparently not.
Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed. I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why is that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Right. I'll get over there immediately.
Thank you, Louis. Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
Mogę przeszukać wszystkie pokoje. A to znaczy, że możemy znaleźć sporo fajnych rzeczy. Bardzo dużo fajnych rzeczy. Dobra, tu już widzę co do niego. Złoty eliksir.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Kane. Nie? Okej.
Which four-letter word could open this chest?
Ciekawe. Może... Zeus. O proszę. Udało się. Amber Fragments. W końcu wyszło słowo, nie? Czy to jest Zeus? Sanctus Longvus Martus. Święci długo żyją martwi? Coś takiego? Pośmiertnie? Nie wiem. Nie mam pojęcia. O, tu jest Lord Mortimer. Okej. Przejrzyjmy jego biblioteczkę. Jego wszystko przejrzyjmy. O proszę. Carmelite Water. No tak, ale... zaraz, gdzie to będzie? Traits, Character Map, Journal, Inventory. Carmelite Water. Next skill is free to use. To jest czasowe? Nie. No dobra.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
Pięknie. Leviathan. No proszę. Lubię tę grę, naprawdę. Bardzo lubię tę grę. O, what the... Cześć.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Hej.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Właściwie to nie mam ci nic do powiedzenia jeszcze.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have any more information.
Ale to musiał być drętwe. Dobra, tu wszystko obadałem. Wszystkie półeczki, wszystkie szafeczki, wszystko trzeba obadać dokładnie. Devil's Thorn. O! Dzień dobry, arcybiskupie. A właściwie biskup. Nie jesteś arcy jeszcze. Ancymonku.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
Owszem.
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis. But if I were you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
Dobra, to już wiemy wszystko. Okej, wszystko przeszukałem tutaj, wszystko co mogłem podniosłem. Schodzimy na dół. Mogę dowolnie przeszukiwać pokoje. Pokrzepiająca myśl. Bardzo pokrzepiająca. Dobra.
Monsieur Johann van Wolne.
No, ponoć mogę wszystkie pokoje przeszukiwać. A co z Wolnera pokojem? Z tego co widzę, to jest zamknięty w cholerę. To trochę takie deprawujące. Myśl, że niby wszędzie, ale jednak ny. O, a propos, o wilku mowa.
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, nothing special.
I'd have thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going. I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Ty podejrzany sukinkocie. Ta, znajomy widok. O rany. A ty co tu robisz? Ha.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news.
A to już my czytaliśmy, okej.
The clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime. That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time.
Robiąc wiadomo co,
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck. A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here? I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange. A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages, not too easy to work out. It looks like a mixture of medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing. I can make out some passages, though. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing. A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Dobra, to już wiemy, okej.
August 24th.
To też czytaliśmy.
Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
Logika czy etykieta? Logika.
Color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Holy shit. Not good.
Vials of laudanum. Large quantities could knock out a bull. Could Elizabeth have been drugged? If the body wounds are anything to go by...
Stop, muszę jedną rzecz sprawdzić. Okej. Restores 2 effort points. Okej, czyli jelly.
And clearly not. She put up a fierce fight.
Devil's Thorn robi co? Aha. No to za chwilę.
Blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that. The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand. Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Dobra.
Knocked over bottle of wine. I know that smell. It's laudanum. It must have been mixed with the wine directly in the bottle.
Wiemy czemu. Bo chciała mnie spoić wtedy.
There are numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor. Symbol of the Masons? What's that doing here? Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what? Scarring. Ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but
They're mostly from old cuts. I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations.
A wszystko do dzieło matki.
She bled from the nose. There's signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising. What a strange smell. The breath smells of alcohol and of laudanum. People use it to relieve pain. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body. Let's see. No trace of sexual assault or rape. The direction of the blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something.
Dobra. Zostaje upper body i ręce.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death. It looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth. Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body. No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force.
Coś jeszcze? No proszę.
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently. A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. Right. I shall have to find its owner.
Nie da się wyjść. No. No to pozostaje nam chyba już tylko pogadać z tobą.
Has Sir finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has Sir finished with this room?
No, I haven't gone over everything yet.
Sir may take his time. When Sir would like to leave, Sir has only to tell me.
Kurde no. Coś jeszcze? Chyba wszystko, nie? Nie pojawiła się żadna nowa opcja. Raczej. No. Ha. Nie wydaje mi się.
November.
Tak, to są listy, które już czytałem.
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
Dobra.
Pentagram. What the hell's been going on here? Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual? Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Teraz to mi się już słabość Elizabeth nie przyda w rozmowie z nią, nie? Także no. Chyba tyle. Co z tym zegarem jeszcze?
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime. That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time.
No. Chyba tyle, nie? Spróbujmy jeszcze rozejrzeć się tutaj.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Ale ciekawe, jak to kroki się tu kończą. Nie ma więcej kroków. Łóżko było przepchane. To zbadaliśmy. Dobra, pozostaje wyjść. Ha.
Has Sir finished
I know
with this
enough
room?
now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
A, można wrócić, okej. Czad. To bombowo. No to po kolei badamy wszystkie pokoiki chyba, nie? Washington. Hej.
A map of Massachusetts.
Inspector's Journal.
A map of Vermont.
Pięknie. A tu nic więcej nie ma z książeczek?
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Fuck! Mam to już. Ale kaszana.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Fuck. Co jest? Politics locked. Shit. Nie znam się na polityce. No i jajco.
A map of Connecticut.
Nie? To na razie nie. Co? Tu coś było? Okej. Ta muzyka jest taka odprężająca.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Portrait of George Washington.
Nice. Żelka. Dobra, żelka nie jest zła. Okej. Georgie Porgy. Pogadajmy.
Greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Are you all right, Mr. President? Are you feeling all right?
Oh, don't worry. It's this rotten toothache. What do you expect? I'm no spring chicken now.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines.
Do you know if she had any enemies, Mr. President?
Not that I know of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Perry, but that case was closed, if I'm not mistaken. But if in doubt, I wouldn't leave any door unopened, and I'd go and question your fellow countrymen.
Don't worry. Countryman or not, I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks. Do you know why she came to the island?
To get help, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right?
Indeed. Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her.
Yes, Lord Mortimer has a talent for healing, apparently. I'm not surprised Sir Gregory advised her to come.
Agreed. Mr. President, we found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured. It looks like the print of a big ankle boot. A large size, I'd say.
Perfect. That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
Dobra. No to pogadane z George'em. Gra zapisana. Ale ode mnie to tyle, moi drodzy, w tym odcinku. Mam nadzieję, że dobrze się bawiliście i że cieszycie się, że wracamy do Council, żeby skończyć ten epizod. Nie wiem, ile całość ma mieć, 3 czy 5, nie mam bladego pojęcia, szczerze powiedziawszy, ale zważywszy na to, jak bardzo możemy wpakować doświadczenie w poszczególne elementy i rozwój naszej postaci jako detektywa, to cóż, brzmi to jak najbardziej sensownie, żeby miało 5 epizodów. Tymczasem ode mnie to tyle. Mam nadzieję, że dobrze się bawiliście, trzymajcie się ciepło, moi drodzy, i do miłego usłyszenia.
Take the breath that's true.